Today, I'd like to talk about sexual frustration and emotional health, and what that means in living as people, living as human beings. Usually, for us, sexual frustration uh, arouses for certain specific reasons, such as anger, just simply the fact that we have reproductive organs, stress that are not anger, wanting to express ourselves in accepting our adulthood, as well as longing for partnerships. And the most problematic one is actually, I believe, is the last one, longing for partnerships. Because when you're angry, you actually have a lot of other outlets to express yourself, such as exercising, shouting, or yelling out loud what you feel in a safe environment, or doing creative things like dancing, which combines self-expression and physical release. So the second one, simply the fact that we have reproductive organs. Now that's something maintainable by hormonal management or maintenance. If we watch out from eating excessive hormone inducing or hormone moderating food items, then we can kind of cure certain aspects of that. For example, eating too much dairy for a woman, or eating too much meat for a man. And that's just very general, and also not the main topic or main subtopic for this. But so there's basically certain things, and even like tea, finding a specific blend of tea, or staying away from caffeine. Because if you have a lot of energy and then you crash, then your emotional health is off. So it's a lot of chances. There's a lot of chances that your thyroid is affected by that. So those two, very manageable. And the third one, I believe I said, self-expression. So that can be done through like songs, poetry, reading a book, and using your imagination instead of watching a movie, or even watching a movie and understanding not the hidden like coding. It's not really deciphering, but kind of relating to it on a personal level. And in that sense, going through not the visually depicted story, but the emotional relation that you have with it. Or like the first one that I mentioned, for anger, dancing, and so, or drawing, just creation in general. So what is so problematic about longing for partnerships? There's a great chance that partnerships, whether it be separately through separate times, and you're looking back at your partnerships, or since I'm in Los Angeles right now, and in LA, open dating is not as rare as other places, some of the other places in the world. And I'm not saying that's healthy or unhealthy, but the main point is to want sexual connection because you long for partnerships. It's very twisted in a way. It's very not twisted, but it's like it meets halfway in a really weird place, because usually we should aim to have sexual frustration that only gets aroused next to the person that you want partnerships with anyway. So if you first long for the partnerships or partnership, if you're first longing for emotional connection, and the reason why you want the sexual connection is because you're lonely, because you want something in the emotion, then you're not really taking care of your emotion first. So this is kind of a trap in a way. Of course, the sexual expression comes from the fact that you want to connect with somebody. But often, more so than not, it's very healthy when you just are kind of walking and you just pass by somebody and you go, oh, I feel a chemistry with that person. I wonder what this is. It's not because you had a sense of loneliness that day and you were walking around going, I want to connect with somebody because I have this need. And this is something I used to do a lot of times. Little did I know, I ended up connecting with people that I had true chemistry with in the first place anyway. But the result was still not good, because I felt that the only reason why I connected with these people, with these men, and I'm not saying a certain number in any way, but the only reason why I connected with these men was because I had a need for something. That was the point of view that I was left with because of myself. It wasn't that so there was no way for me to know that these chemistries were true, because I didn't have a balanced life, or even the aim to have a balanced life, because my mindset was not even there yet. My mindset was way back from there, way far back. My mindset was, I'm in a rut. I feel lonely. I need to connect. Now, that's not why people find partners. People find partners because they're just going through their life and they just end up connecting. And that's kind of the only way to know if it's really real or not. Sometimes you think of, well, things happen because you have a need and you chase for it. It's actually not true. You can chase something forever, and the reason why you never got it was because you were chasing it. And it's also not because you were letting it come to you. It's actually in between. When you want something healthy, you have to know there's needs and wants, there's aims and goals, and when they all connect in the middle in a healthy place called, I'm going to honor my experiences, my future hopes, and also the most important thing is that I honor this very moment that I am breathing. Because the past is when I was breathing before. The future is something that I'm able to create only because I am focusing and I'm honoring with appreciation the moment that I am in right now at this very moment. So I really want to ponder on that. The fact that everything comes from the now. The past comes from whatever you did in the now. Then the future will come only when you decide what to do now. So this is Sunday, August 23rd. It just turned 12 a.m. So midnight right now from Los Angeles. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.